Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Plus. Last time, we defeated Xemnas, and he retreated into Kingdom Hearts. We are now at the point of no return in the game, ladies and gentlemen. But, that means we have new stuff to do. Unfortunately, I really hate it when games do things with a post-credit sort of thing, because I sort of want to end off projects with their actual credit sequence. But, in this case, now that we have defeated Xemnas at least once, we have unlocked the last of the regular cups, provided also that you have done all the other cups in order to unlock it. You know, it sort of speaks to say you can't skip cups. But, what is that cup? That is the Goddess of Fate Cup. And again, to unlock it, you are going to need to do all the other tournaments as well as beat Xemnas at least once. So, now that we have all that done, what is the rest of this episode also going to entail? Well, we're going to also be dealing with the remaining tournaments that are inside the game for the next 4 episodes. So, get ready for tournaments, starting with the Goddess of Fate Cup with a battle level of 55, which was changed from Final Mix. That pretty much seemed to be the case for all the tournaments I've noticed. They just increased the levels by 2. I don't understand why. But what are the rules for the Goddess of Fate Cup? Well, no holds bar, anything goes. The rules will change in between rounds, and whatever it is based on the other tournament's rule sets. So we can have ones in which we can't use a drive gauge, we'll have some in which we have a point system, some in which we have time constraints, and some, I don't think we have any that when we're by ourselves. That's for another tournament. Now this is the only tournament that will actually not have another variation of it once we end up beating this one. But it's okay, because that one gets replaced with one that's much worse. But what is the Jimny objective requirement for this one? You have to get, I believe it is 2,500 or 3,000 for the Goddess of Fate Cup. This one, I don't fully remember. I'm going to go with 2,500 as my gut feeling. Who knows, I might be wrong though. But I will say right now, I do not get that stipulation. Why? Because I'm being stupid and using Peter Pan. I'm not using Stitch, because I haven't fully discovered the glorious, glorious thing that is the Stitch exploit. What is the Stitch exploit? You're going to be seeing that in the next episode a lot. But for right now, we just got to continue on with the tournament, because this tournament gives us a pretty good prize, I should say. And I should mention right now, this one was recorded before I ended up doing the 13 Mushroom Challenge, but the rest of this video afterwards is going to coincide with me doing the 13 Mushroom Challenge, so do not worry. That is why currently I do not have the Ultimate Keyblade and why I still don't have a crown on my head. But the second half of the video I will. And then some of you are probably wondering, when did I make the Ultimate Keyblade? That will be explained inside of the Super Dungeon video. I just wanted to keep the Super Dungeon and what's tied to it inside a cohesive sort of area. But for right now, we have to now deal with these goddamn shamans. They're useless too, because they won't give me their relics. They also keep on flying around like that. Alright, so at this point I'm going, okay, I want to build up my thing. So now that I have my summon up, let us summon Spot! 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 I love Stitch. But unfortunately, I'm not using him properly. I'm not doing the Stitch exploit. Oh, I feel like such an idiot. But either way, doesn't really matter. So, pretty much for Stitch, your best way to maximize his limit command is 2 ukuleles, which will end up running the bar down all the way, and then the triangle button, because it will extend the ukulele for longer, so you'll be able to do it. Now, Stitch is really your best bet for these tournaments for their stipulations, and in all honesty, Stitch is goddamn broken in this game. I never realized Stitch in his full glory. Well, I mean, I knew Stitch was amazing, but I never realized his full glory, and it really just undermines Peter Pan even more, because I will honestly say, I never really summoned Peter Pan. The only reason I'm summoning him now is because I feel some sort of obligation just to show him off to the audience. Because honestly, Peter Pan's useless when compared to Stitch. Alright, and now round 6, the otherwise known as the round in which I almost lost this tournament. And I will tell you right now, I cut this close. Because here I am, I have no magic, I have a time limit, And I got to deal with these guys, and that ability to where, oh, you can ignore the fronts of the large bodies doesn't really work too well. It's really a stupid ability. Never equipped it. All right, so I have 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, I barely cut that. But on to round 7, which pretty much is the same as always, which means I'm just going to end up summoning, and then I'm going to summon Peter Pan because I have some sick obligation to summoning him because for some odd reason I need to make him useful somehow. The poor sod. I mean, compared to Stitch and compared to, you know, Genie, Peter Pan's really goddamn useless. And don't get me started on Chicken Little, the one who's been absent in pretty much this entire project, including to when I end up leveling up because I end up just using Genie. He really was a useless summon. But now to round 8, in which we have these rapid thrusters. But unfortunately, one thing that screws me over is you can't summon. The other one is I have Berserk on. Never have Berserk on. This playthrough has taught me one thing. Berserk is nice, but ultimately on the higher difficulties, remove it. It will screw you over more than anything. Why? Because I would have been able to kill all these rapid thrusters with Magnet Splash, like so. Yes, I would have actually been able to kill them all if I didn't have Berserk on. It's after this that I realized how useless Berserk really is, and I unequipped it for the rest of this project, except for, you know, the 13 mushrooms. But even then, you don't need Berserk for the 13 mushrooms because of the prize we get for here. But we'll be finding out that prize once I end up winning the actual match. So first, just spin around like fun, and then screw over the mad bumpers, because honestly, I hate mad bumpers. But there we go. So that takes care of all the points that we could get. Unfortunately, we don't have enough, so I'm gonna have to do that off screen. So for the final round, we have Hades, and it was at this point I figured I could end up, you know, getting points, but then I remembered, no, round 10 you can't get points. So just ignore the hammer frames, just go after Hades. I guess if anything, this is an appropriate way to send off Peter Pan, because I mean, Peter Pan finally has some use. I can use him to attack Hades, but guess what? Peter Pan can't do the final blow against Hades. I don't think any summon can do the final blow against Hades, which sucks. Kind of sucks for Peter Pan as well. He's kind of useless, even more so. Yes, and I will keep saying Peter Pan is useless because he really is once you find out how the Stitch exploit works. Right? But let's go. And here I'm going, okay, I can end up beating with Peter Pan. This is a good send-off for him. So, goodbye, Peter Pan. Nope. Didn't work. So guess what, Hades? Shotgun Ice. Oh, it is happening, Hades. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That defeats the Goddess of Fate Cup. I was going to call it the next cup, actually. And there's our reward. Oh, that chalice is going to be great to drink punch from.
We did it!
And for your reward, you gain the Fatal Crescent Keyblade, which has Berserk on its ability, and an Orichalcum Plus. So either some of the images are wrong, because I'm quite certain I had gotten more Orichalcum Pluses than I could have counted. But there we go. We have now beat the 4 cups that are for that. So what you have to do now is you have unlocked the Paradox Cups, provided... No, you would have unlocked at least one of them, because what are the requirements for the Paradox Cup? Well, the Paradox Cup, the first one will be unlocked once you beat all the other cups. You don't even have to beat the game for this one. So, I think we're going to be cutting over to Hades now, but I'm showing off inside the journal. Okay, there's everything for that. I'm going down, so let's see. Okay, so you need 3,000 for the Goddess of Fate Cup, so that's being done off-screen. But we've unlocked the Pain and Panic Paradox Cup. God, that is a mouthful. So, where do you go for the Paradox Cups? You go and talk to Hades in his throne room that's lacking a throne. And we're now part of the Underdrome Extreme. It's extreme. What makes it extreme? The battle levels, ladies and gentlemen. The Paradox Cups are pretty much the bragging rights in the original Kingdom Hearts game. They are the ultimate challenge that is inside the original Kingdom Hearts. In this game, I called them kiddie pool fodder. So, what are the cups entail? Well, the Pain and Panic Paradox Cup, that is still a mouthful, say that 5 times fast. is the same as the Pain and Paradox. Pain and Panic. God, I'm going to slap myself every time I screw this up. It is the same as the other cup. The only difference is you have a new stipulation for the Jiminy objective when it comes to the record. As you can see, I already have a record, which means this isn't my first time doing it. Yes, this is actually the second time I'm doing it, because to get the hidden objective for Jiminy inside of the Pain and Panic Paradox Cup, you have to get 2,500 points. So this also bit me in the ass when I ended up saying how many points I had before the end of the game. Ugh. But either way, same thing applies. The higher the combo, the more effective you are, etc., etc. And since this is the Pain and Panic Paradox Cup and follows the same rules as the Pain and Panic Cup, we can't use our drive gauge, which means no summons, which means no Stitch. Which at this point, I already knew about the Stitch glitch, since you can actually see I have my Ultima Keyblade and I have my crown on my head, which means I have already the winner's proof, and I have the Ultima Keyblade all equipped and everything. Now we're going to be seeing more of this later on, but for right now, same as before, just wail on everything. Right, and whoop. Oh, that hurt. Alright, and kill that one, but luckily this game, for the cups, follows the rule of they respawn if they end up detonating, so that's a good thing. That's a good way to get me a point still. But, either way, time to die. And time to bash in the ground. There we go. So we're at 2049, so we need another 451 to go. So I'm pretty sure that should be easy. I mean, all we have to deal with is some airplanes. Well, they're not the Red Baron. Oh, a little doggy, how cute. Oh, never mind, the dog was a trap for these airplanes. Oh, you tricky dog. Snoopy, why did you betray me? Doesn't matter though, because I'm just wrecking shit. And there we go, that takes care of that. And whoop, and whoop. There we go. That takes care of that, and we are close. We are only 86 points away. So, now that I don't have Berserk on, time to show you what I mean by Magnet Splash making Rapid Thrusters your little bitches. Because it draws them in, and you can kill them. You can use Magnet for that same effect, but this is a finisher combo, it does more damage, and it is all around better. I love Magnet Spiral, which is why I was very disappointed on what it became for Birth by Sleep. But that's for Birth by Sleep. So, I'm almost done, and guess what? These are some of the last ones, so come. And there you go. I beat it, and I have enough points for getting it. But we're in the semifinal round, and we have some Creeper Plants. So, same rule applies for Creeper Plants. Let us uproot them. And get as many points as you can. This is pretty much the last chance to get it, so I think that's why they put Creeper Plants here. But, that one didn't have any self-preservation for life. But, there we go. So, now we're going on to the final match, which is against Leon and Yuffie. Oh, Leon, Yuffie, I remember the last time how this went. Leon, you went down pretty easy. Yuffie wouldn't stop. Well, guess what I have this time? I have Reflect Gun, which will completely kill both of them, like so. And there you go. You have cleared the Pain and Panic Paradox Cup. I said it right. Go me. So, now we're going to be going on to the next of the cups, which is going to be the Cerberus Paradox Cup. Now, to unlock the Cerberus Paradox Cup, you need to have Valor, Wisdom, and Master Forms at level 5. So, that's a pretty easy stipulation, if I do say so myself. So, let us go now and fight Cerberus with a battle level of 70. And same rules apply as before. You're only by yourself, but you have your forms at your ability. Well, guess what? I remember to use them this time. And look at my points. 1,278. How many do you need for the Jiminy objective here? 1,300. I screamed when I saw that because it pissed me off. So, this is also another one that I don't do my first try. But after this, actually, all the other ones will be done first try because of the Stitch exploit that I have access to. Honestly, I find the point stipulations for the Panic and Pain Paradox Cup and the Cerberus Paradox Cup to be a little bit more challenging, if only because you don't have access to your summons, so you don't have Stitch. Otherwise known as the only summon you will ever need, because Genie. Because God, Genie is awesome in this game, and so is Stitch. So, die, Living Bone. I'm just tired of you whacking your tail around. So, oh, they're so adorable, but sadly they must die. Like so. Oh, one lived. And then I killed it. And I felt very bad for it. Alright, so round 6. We seem to be doing good on points. Killed him. Ow. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on. Well, I can't use Shotgun Ice against you since you know you're sort of ice. But guess what? I have the ultimate Keyblade, and it is awesome. Alright, so we're getting close here. So, round 7. I still don't have enough points, though. Well, guess what? Die. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Alright, so it's at this point in which I am getting very tense, because I don't want to have to redo this cup again. And if I do, then I'm screwed. But here we have Luna Bandits, someone in which we haven't seen for a while. But I have done it, ladies and gentlemen. Unless somehow the next couple of enemies did not give me 9 points, I would have been pissed off and also questioned everything, because that'd be a glitch. Right, so it's at this point in which, okay, I'm getting wrecked here. This is getting kind of bad. Great, but there we go. I have my points back, and he almost hit me with that. So guess what? I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Oop. Nope. 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 No. There we go. So now we are going on to the final round, but that kind of becomes a moot point if I were to die. So, Master Form with my new combination Keyblades, in which we are now taking on a level 70 Cerberus, in which I will say he is just as easy as the original Cerberus and just as annoying because he constantly jumps around the place and spins around, which is something I hate about Cerberus. He is just a time waster. Honestly, his only hope is to actually, you know, waste time throughout the entire tournament. But time to end this. Come on. Don't move. And, oh, Cerberus. Well, guess what? Shotgun Ice for the win. There we go. And that defeats the Cerberus Paradox Cup and the Jimny objective. So, let's go on to the next tournament, shall we?